Well, hello everybody. Thank you for joining and listening into this. As I'm sure you've all seen, we did announce the successful PARASOL collaboration data analysis today. This is really exciting for us as this concludes step 1 in the endpoint and analysis decision process. As a reminder, we're currently conducting a phase 3 trial in a disease called focal segmental glomerulosclerosis, or FSGS, and that's a rare type of kidney disease for which there are no specific treatments anywhere in the world. For context on today's announcement, PARASOL is actually an acronym, being proteinuria and GFR as clinical trial endpoints in focal segmental glomerulosclerosis. The original PARASOL working group was set up in late 2023 and was a collaborative academic and FDA-led international effort that was established to aim to assess relationships between biomarkers such as proteinuria and eGFR and long-term kidney outcomes for these FSGS patients. In late 2024, the PARASOL group confirmed that proteinuria and eGFR slope at 2 years are both reliable predictors of kidney disease progression and thus could be used for endpoints for full marketing approval. On the back of this, Dimerix met with the FDA last March, during which the FDA recognised proteinuria as validated endpoints for full marketing approval of Dimerix 200 in FSGS at 2 years. This was a great outcome, as the FDA were really supportive of either a proteinuria percent change from baseline endpoint or a proteinuria responder rate endpoint, or indeed eGFR as well. As a result, Dimerix has initiated this collaboration with the PARASOL group to provide us with further rationale to support the choice of proteinuria endpoint at 2 years for potential full marketing approval. And in addition, we explored the relationship between proteinuria endpoints at 12 months and the subsequent risk of kidney failure and eGFR endpoints that could support an accelerated approval. Coming to today's news, we further demonstrated that in adults, both proteinuria percent change from baseline or proteinuria responder analysis may be both appropriate as primary endpoints at 2 years, but we've also identified a correlation between proteinuria at 12 months and subsequent risk of kidney failure. On the back of these analyses, we will now seek feedback from the FDA to discuss these findings on those potential study endpoints, including the potential for accelerated approval. Following that FDA feedback, we will then complete the planned blinded analysis to confirm statistical powering before making a decision on any potential unblinding and early approval submissions. Regardless of those outcomes, we will still complete the 2-year study to support full approval in all territories around the world. Looking ahead, we have a number of potential catalysts to come. FDA feedback is anticipated in Q4 2025. The blinded interim analysis data collection also anticipated in Q4 2025. The potential for accelerated approval submission subject to that FDA feedback and blinded analysis outcomes. Full study recruitment of the 286 adult patients is also anticipated in the second half of this year. The additional pipeline opportunities that we'd like to bring in, we will look to identify in the coming months. Additional licensees in those territories that we have yet unlicensed, including China, Latin America, Korea, and India, as well as any potential milestone payments from existing licensees if those milestones are achieved. So you can see this is a really busy time and exciting time for us as we remain focused on our mission to deliver potentially one of the first effective treatments for FSGS patients worldwide. Thanks for listening.